Beep boop bop, it's Becca and welcome back to Baking with Becca. So today we're going to be making some vegan brown sugar cookies. So these are going to have such a rich, sweet flavor with a little bit of a cinnamon hint to them. They're going to be super good. I'm excited, so here we go. So here are all of our ingredients for our cookies. Let's start over here. We have 1 cup of flour, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 teaspoon of cornstarch, 1/8 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a cup of brown sugar, 6 tablespoons of melted margarine, half a tablespoon of vinegar, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 3 tablespoons of sugar. So first you're going to combine all of your dry ingredients. So that's going to be your flour, baking soda, cornstarch, salt, and cinnamon. With your cinnamon, half a teaspoon is a little bit on the heavy side. I like to have a very cinnamony flavor, so you can put a little bit less if that's what you like. Okay, so that is completely combined, and now we'll move on to our wet ingredients. So next we're going to combine our brown sugar with our melted margarine. So make sure it's completely melted. And mix that up until it is silky. Okay, that looks really nice and silky. All of the brown sugar lumps are out. And now we're going to make our egg substitutes. This is our little volcano. So we're going to mix together our vinegar and our baking soda. And then add that into this mixture. And make sure that you have half of your teaspoon of baking soda in your dry and half of your teaspoon goes into that. Then mix that up. And add in your vanilla. Now you can add your wet ingredients directly into your flour mixture. And mix that all the way up. So as you can see, it's completely combined and it's a pretty thick dough, but it's still very wet. So now it's gonna sit in the fridge for about an hour or 2 before we begin to bake them. And it already smells so good. Okay, so our dough is done cooling. It's hard now, so it should be easy to roll up into the balls. And I have a baking sheet here ready. It's sprayed, and the oven is preheated to 325 degrees. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take a little ball of cookie dough, take it in your hands, roll it into a ball, and then you're going to dip it into your plain sugar, roll it around, and stick it on your baking sheet. Now you're going to repeat that until all of your dough is gone. Now these are going to go in the oven for about 6 minutes. After the 6 minutes, I'm going to take the spoon and smush them down and then put them back in the oven for another about 5 minutes. Okay. So these were in the oven for about 6 minutes. Now I need to flatten them. So now that they have the nice crinkly effect, they're going to go back in the oven for about 5 minutes. You'll know when they're done if the bottom is slightly golden. The cookies are done. They ended up taking about another 6 or 7 minutes, and so you can see like on the bottom it just starts to get a little bit golden, and they smell incredible. So I guess we need to try one. Also, again, for how long you want to bake it, that has to do with preference. So if you want them crunchier, bake them a little bit longer. If you want them softer like I do, bake them a little bit less so you can see on the inside. You can see the cinnamon in there. It looks so good. Let's try it. Wow, that's really good. It's like a sugar cookie, but better because the brown sugar gives a little bit more flavor, plus the cinnamon. These are really good. If you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, try out the recipe. Let me know what you think. Also, leave in the comments any suggestions for future baking videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye.